Hi, you beautiful people and lovely crypto supporters. I'm Victoria from jinglemining. Long time no see, I know, but I'm back. In this video, you will see the breakthrough of the mining pools and availing data of Jasminer X16-Q, which is lying over here. I'll break it down with you through the authorization link for the 3 most data and a real-time profits in 24-hour basis and ROI. For the purpose, on your side, you don't get lost in mining with Jasminer X16-Q. Alright, not here on the bushes. Let's go. Woo! Mining profit mattered most for most of the ASIC miners. So let's dive into one of the factor mining pool. As you can see on the screen, F2 pool, etc. So later I will show you some data format. Now here is the interface. Jasminer X16-Q as a start. It's pretty cut clean. You can see the fluctuation charts for monitoring your hash rate and even your fans working property and your chip's temperature and how is everything going on, network connected, pretty good. And even the mining pool and your wallet address, everything is pretty much here. But compared with Jasminer X4, it's like too much column and you have to go different section to find out what you're looking for. So I think Jasminer X16-Q for this interface is pretty much the king right now. So far, I have to say. Okay, without further ado, let's go to the recording data of F2 pool. As we know, the most amazing part of Jasminer X16-Q is it's 3 modes of working performance. That is efficiency, performance, and balance. The first one, let's go to efficiency, mining ETC. Here we go. This is the data after 1 day, right? And later on, I will summarize it into the chart. Still stays around like over 1800 megahash per second. Now let's go to this balance mode. Jasminer X16-Q for the balance mode goes over 1900 megahash per second. It's pretty decent as well. This is after 1 day data. Now let's go to the performance mode in the F2 pool. So as you can see, it's over like 2.9 gigahash per second. So this is the most efficient or powerful computing power in Jasminer X16-Q right now. So let's go into the end. It's pretty stable for that range for the performance mining, Jasminer mining ETC. Why you have to choose F2 pool? I would say F2 pool is the most safest mining pool for most of the beginners to try. Now, here is the basically F2 pool earning. So there are 3 modes: efficiency, balance, and performance. ETC goes over 1925 megahash per second at 550 watts. The balance 2005 megahash at 590 watts. The performance, we go 1200 megahash at 692 watts. For the revenue, later we're going to talk about it because I basically just use the mining pool over here. So the F2 pool, they have the calculators over here. You just need to type basically your hash rate and you can get for mining ETC and how much you can get from it. It's fluctuated. This is for ETC and ZEL. Okay. So this is pretty much the data of F2 pool, which I've shown you guys many times. Then we tried so many times, the data still stays the same. So here is why I'm emphasizing. Now let's go to the recording data of the K1 pool. The first one is the 4 hours performance. So this is the K1 pool X16. What's their mining performances? How it will affect your mining profitability. Okay, so this is our website, right? This is pretty much about Jasminer X16-Q. Right now, it's really on sale, like $250 less compared with the last batch. And then, as you can see, the current hash rate is approaching 2000 megahash per second, and for the average is very stable. So this is just basically for the 4 hours for mining owning Octa. When you're mining ZIL, it's totally different. It's quite getting lower compared with you're mining single Octa. So I'm using a calculator, as you can see. Mining, no matter for the ZIL or the Octa, this is pretty much about for like approaching 2000 megahash, you can get almost $9. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now let's see what's the 24 hours data right now. So right now for mining ZEL, it's going higher actually. So that's 1.57 gigahash per second. Just now we used the calculator is owning 1,480 megahash per second. This is pretty much higher than 4 hours just now. I think this is pretty much cool, which surprised me a lot. Okay, now let's go into the Octa mining observation link. Okay, here we go. So right now you're mining in the K1 pool, mining Octa space. Your average hash rate is over like 91.9 gigahash per second. It's much better than just now as well, because just now we tried like 2000 gigahash per second. Yeah, so it's pretty much the calculation. All right, so K1 pool mining Octa, the first 4 hours was around 2000 meg hash per second. Right now, it's actually like 60 meg hash per second less than just now. It's pretty decent, right? Now for the ZIL, I calculated it's around 1500 meg hash per second. Right now, it is over 1500 meg hash per second. It's pretty cool. So as you can see, Jasminer X16, potentially, the longer it performs, the better hash rate they're getting. So after 24 hours, the data you've seen, doing the calculation, it would be, this is the calculation I did previously. Let's go to the payout. Let's go to the ZIL and Octa both. So the payout of Octa and ZIL is 50 ZIL and 3 Octa, and you can basically get out. For 50 ZIL and 3 Octa, you can basically cash it out. And here is the calculation. This is I did previously. So the total when the ZIL pool, the hash rate is 1350 meg hash per second, and the Octa space pool is 1870 meg hash per second. So this is the payout I show you guys, 3 Octa, and this is the gaining. So mining Octa is cashable, and you can basically get the earning. And here is the ZIL for mining, so that you can cash out the ZIL as well. This is the basically everything you can see over here, proved. For the whole calculation, the payout, we know right now the K1 pool, right now ZIL is 1.57 gigahash per second, and the Octa space is 1.96 gigahash per second. So that will be over, you can do the calculation over here on your screen if you're with me. I think it's over $10 in total for the revenue. Okay, this is just for mining Octa and ZIL in K1 pool. How? Basically, it's here. Here is the K1 pool. How you can get it registered. This is a very important detail. Here is the Jasminer. This is for the solo mining pool. This is for the non-solo mining pool. You can choose around, but people, like, it really depends on what's your preference on the mining pool to choose. But currently, we are choosing the non-solo mining pool, which means it's that one. Okay, so you have pretty much everything of telling you how to mine K1 pool. I will drop that link below in the description. You won't miss it. And for the wallet address, the suggestion over here is MetaMask. So yeah, you can choose it or not. But for the exchange firm, you can use the recommendation here from the K1 pool is CoinX. Yeah, so this is just for information and you won't get lost. If you have Jasminer X16, no matter if you're a YouTuber where you accidentally get some Jasminer X16-Q, you can try now. So here is the amazing part. I did a calculation based on when the data is really not that decent, right? As you can see, when I calculate the total, when it's only $8.6 a day for revenue, I just calculated in that way. I haven't even counted for the exciting one that is approaching 2000 meg hash per second. Here is the calculation. Yeah, remember that data. So for potentially for the worst, I mean, I don't want to give you really large hope and break it. So let's just stay in a normal way and then dream big. For the 10 pieces of Jasminer X16-Q, your revenue is $2,005 per month for the revenue. A year, you get $39 a year. Your ROI is actually 10 months and 4 weeks in mining Jasminer X16-Q with 10 pieces. Remember that. When you're getting over to 25 pieces, your ROI is 10 months. 15 pieces of Jasminer X16, it's 9.7 months. 100 pieces, it's 9.3 months. It's pretty good. What does it really mean? So as you know, Jasminer X16-Q has the RAM 8 GB, which means over here you can mine until 2038. So let's calculate in the normal way. That is 15 years. So in the 15 years, you can potentially get $45,585 as the revenue. Well, that's really a lot of money because you can mine 15 years, right? But you may argue, oh, what about the profits is dropping? So yes, for sure, that's really possible to happen, and 90%. I cannot guarantee you get $45,585 in 15 years. But what about 10%, 20%, 15%? Let's cut half. And we haven't even talked about when the boom is back, which is happening very soon next year. Do you know how much money you can get from it? And here, I'm very glad to declare I'm not your financial advisor, and I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just doing my research to show you what is the markets right now and how it reflects to for you that you can collect the data to do your own research. All right. So this is basically I'm using my time. I want to share the exciting news for you that maybe you can find better mining pools or better ways to get more stuff, because mining pools and mining profits are the most important. The key, the crucial part why you get the miners, right? Set aside about you just a asicminer X. I'm not sure, but yeah, it could be. So this is pretty much I'm talking about the money right now. I think that's the most exciting part that you probably want to hear. And here is the Jasminer X16 observation after 1 day data, and this is everything which you saw it just now. For the F2 pool, for sure, as the comparison, it's not much profitable. So we are proceeding to find more profitable mining pools to set aside. NiceHash, Zerg Pro, and Unminable, that will be my next experiments, the research I'm doing it right now, and for you to save your time and you won't get lost into your mining journey. Okay, right now, here is Unminable, right? Because I haven't even tried it yet. I just come back. Yeah, let's just do the calculation. Okay, when the Ethereum Classic is below $18, your revenue, according to the Unminable calculator, your revenue is $13, over $13 as a revenue. So you can try with your Unminable and the Zerg Pro something else, and you probably tried earlier than me. Please feel free to do so. And this is basically for the summary I really want to do. So Jasminer X16-Q, Jasminer X16-P, and the QC, and even the E9 Pro, everything is pretty much here. When I'm doing the calculation for the Jasminer X16-Q, the $9.1 is a very conservative. I use the worst data during all of my observation to do so, because I don't want to make you dream big and when the real profit drops and you start to hate me. So I'm just showing you the real data performance. Even though just now I showed you how ZIL and Octa performance that right now see, ZIL was still over 1.25 gigahash per second, and mining Octa, oh, it's much better than just now. It's 1.98 gigahash per second, because just now, when at the beginning of the video, it was 1.97 gigahash per second. So it's increasing, as I said. There is a potential factor where quality of Jasminer is more it goes, more the hash rate it appears. Woo! Yeah, so I really hope that you can understand. Now you know the different mining pools and the potential mining pools to test, like Unminable, Zerg Pool, and NiceHash, because NiceHash right now I know you must be very interested in, because that's less in your FAQ. NiceHash is still working to make the best performance of Jasminer, to making sure you have the best profitability of Jasminer X16-Q. But if it really works finally, but if the Q1 pool works better than NiceHash, so you can try Q1 pool as well. So I think this is pretty much about this content today. I hope that you guys can get to understand what is really going on Jasminer X16, the 3 modes data performance of the Jasminer X16-Q, and what's the potential loss, what's the potential faster profitability, what's your ROI, and I answered your questions of your FAQ, even for the shipping. For the shipping part, I would say, yes, it's according to the official, and for the last time we confirmed from our boss, it's shipped August the 20th to 25th. This is confirmed. I hope there is not any other change, but if it really happens, you will get your compensation anyways. Please have hope on asicminer and crypto market, and support jinglemining and Victoria. Ta-da! This is pretty much about today. I hope this video finds you well and you can take it as a reference to do your own further research. If you like my content, please feel free to smash the like, subscribe our channel, and support my effort and energy. For your further concerns, please find me in the ending page. I'm Victoria. Thanks for watching. See you next time.